Welcome to another presentation at the East Trade Winds, a chapter of the World Referral Network. Hosted by Bernie Franzgrote and Wayne Pratt. The presentation today is titled Connecting and Resonating, Expert Tips for Effective Presentations. Our guest is David Doerrier from Present Your Way to Success. Have you ever watched a brilliant expert lose their audience because they couldn't simplify their message? Have you encountered a presenter whose audience is tuning out and turning to their phones instead? Knowing the subject is one thing, but delivering a message that truly connects and resonates with an audience is another. That's where David comes in. David is a presentation skills expert who began as a shy, introverted kid from Long Island, New York, and eventually found himself on stages worldwide. His journey includes military service, working as a radio DJ, performing as a stage actor, 30-plus years in training and development, and designing and leading corporate training, excelling in Toastmasters, and even playing Santa Claus. Today, he combines all these experiences with a touch of compassion to help professionals elevate their communication skills. David has literally written the book on the 8 principles of engaging any audience from any stage. His mission, which he pursues with unwavering dedication, is simple: to help business owners increase audience engagement, retention, and, ultimately, sales. His tagline? Talking and telling ain't training or selling. David makes business owners wealthy by teaching them and their teams how to engage any audience with communication strategies that boost sales and brand loyalty. Ready to see real results? Connect with David for a virtual coffee and discover how his unique blend of experience and expertise can help your team thrive.
So what is our goal today? To set the stage, I've got 10 minutes. If you have questions, please feel free to put those in the chat, or we'll deal with those at the end of the 10 minutes. And I hope to make this as interactive as possible. And one of the ways that I'll kick things off to make it interactive, where in the world are you located? Earlier you said where you were located. What about this? How's the weather where you're located now? You can put that into the chat. Today, here in Atlanta, Georgia, or just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, I'm in Alpharetta. The weather is turning beautiful in this part of the world. One of the things I love about Georgia is the spring and the fall. It's just beautiful. The humidity goes away, the leaves are changing, the weather is beautiful. So if you ever get a chance to come down to this part of the world, I invite you to visit Atlanta, Georgia in the spring and the fall. And then we've got enough people. Go ahead, go back, go home. About the household here, my wife and I, outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and we're cat people, or I should say our cat is human people. So he is the one that really manages the whole place. So bright and cool, Wayne, thank you so much. Windy, 13 degrees Celsius. Thank you, Angela. And 49 degrees Fahrenheit, Bernie and Percy. Absolutely beautiful, 44 degrees Fahrenheit. So thanks so much for that. So what is our objective today, or what is our goal today? It is in these 10 minutes for me to help you master the art of being a great presenter. And what if I was able to help you be a master presenter, or on your path to be a master presenter? And what if I was able to show you a way that could increase audience engagement? Would that be of value to you? If your audience could be more engaged from any stage, would that be of value to you? Great. What if that this audience engagement, this additional audience engagement, would also enhance your message retention, that people would remember you much longer? Would that be of value to you? All right. And last question, if you have now if you've gotten your audience to the point of where they're able to retain that information, and you've increased that engagement, and now it helps to build stronger connections, would that be of value to you as well? I thought so. So how are we going to do this? What I would like to share with you are the top 3 presentation tips. Now, these are not just 3 tips that I asked ChatGPT about, which ChatGPT will have its own top 3 presentation tips. These come from actual research, from my research, casual research of researching or evaluating business presentations at networking events. So the top three comes from evaluating business presentations over for the last 7 years. And what I found that these top three things seem to be the three things that most business professionals miss. Can you guess what the first one is, or any one of the three? What do you feel is one of the top three business tips or presentation tips that would make a successful presenter? What do you think one of them is? And you can put it in the chat or you can unmute your microphone, whichever way you'd like. Preparation, very good. Keep it short. Add value. Keep it short. Yeah, that's a good one. All of these are great things to keep in mind when you're looking at presentation tips. You just certainly want to add value. You want to keep it short, talking without understanding the audience. Wayne, there it is. Tip number one is to know your audience. Have you ever been in a presentation where you are the participant in that presentation and the individual that is speaking to you maybe thinks that you are a professional in whatever craft they're in? If they're the architect, now they're speaking to us as if we are all professional architects. Have you ever been in that position? Exactly. How did that make you feel? Why does that guy look like he's getting it and that guy looks like he's getting it? I'm not stupid. Why am I not getting this? So knowing your audience. So how do you know your audience? Or first of all, before we get to that, what are some of the benefits of knowing your audience? Just like Wayne said, it's crucial. You got to know your audience. You have to know who you're talking to. And because you know who you're talking to, some of those folks could be those decision makers and also has the potential of increasing the leads, because if you're talking to the right people, then you can increase your leads. So how do you do this? How can you get to know who your audience is? One of the things that I like to do is to ask a question up front. Today it was a softball question. Where in the world are you located? That's in this case here, we would look for a question that's going to be more specific. I could ask a question, what is your current experience with public speaking? Or what is your experience with Toastmasters? Do you know Toastmasters? If everybody here raises their hand and says, hey, I know Toastmasters. So now when I talk to this audience who is familiar with Toastmasters, I don't have to talk about some of the basics that I would have to talk about if people did not know what Toastmasters was. So know your audience, ask questions, use a poll. In this case, Bernie. Bernie knows who the audience is, so ask Bernie. Have some time to speak with Bernie. So these are some ways to, number one, is to know your audience. I said that there's going to be top three presentation tips. Know your audience is one of them. Any idea what the second one is? Incorporate stories. Wayne gets a big thumbs up from this. Why are stories important? Either unmute or put it in the chat. Why are stories important? I see Wayne's looking for the unmute button. Stories sell.
They're easy to remember.
Easy to remember. Wayne, go ahead.
5,000 years around the campfire.
It's that visualization. There's many, all of these are great reasons to incorporate those stories. But in the end, what you're looking to do, or what we are looking to do, is to get that emotional connection, is to get my audience to see it, feel it, taste it, smell it, to feel the pain, to feel, yes, I'm having those challenges. Yes, my business. Oh, my business. And then, David, I've got the magic pill. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, the audience can feel it. Yes, the stories are important, all of those things, but in the end, the audience has got to feel it. Here are the reasons to incorporate those stories, things we've already talked about. Differentiate you from the competitors. How many times do you go to a networking event and when people introduce themselves, it's all about me? It's what value are you bringing your audience? Yesterday, imagine not being able to stand up on stage. Imagine you are the CEO of an organization, you lead people, and you are having struggles to get up on stage. How would that make you feel? Exactly. So yesterday, thank goodness, Tom got in touch with me, and I was able to help him through that nervousness. And he was able to get up on that stage and was asked to come back and be a speaker at another occasion. Incorporating those stories, putting your audience in that pain. Number 3, memorable conclusion. All right, I'm out of here. My time's up. I'm out of here. Is that memorable? How many times you just see someone get to the end and then they just get off stage? Memorable conclusion. We've got limited time. What I'm hoping that you walk away with today are 3 things. And you can put this into a simple word. I told you that I was going to give you an easy way of getting connected to your audience and how you can aim at your audience exactly what your audience wants to hear. Number 1, you got to know your audience. Incorporate those stories. And number 3, make that conclusion memorable. And what I'd like to offer you is a way to help you with your next presentation. I have a link where you can schedule a complimentary 30-minute coaching session. No selling. If you like what you hear, give me a review on LinkedIn. David Doerrier, presentyourwaytosuccess.com.
Unlock the full potential of networking with the World Referral Network. Are you eager to connect with our esteemed guest speaker and delve deeper into the ever-expanding universe of the World Referral Network? Simply scan the QR code now and embark on a journey of endless opportunities. Join us at East Trade Wins, where we gather online every Tuesday from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, you're welcome to connect with us and other chapters across the World Referral Network. Seize the moment, register for free, and start exploring today. Fancy sharing your insights as a guest speaker? We're looking for you. Reach out to Wayne Pratt to ignite your speaking journey. Email him at motivateyou.ca or connect with Wayne on LinkedIn. Don't wait. Take action and be a part of a global community that's shaping the future of business networking.